Hi guys. Hang on. I can't find my glasses and I'm trying to protect my eyeballs more. I've been having issues with staring at screens all day for work and then, for the writing of the books. I don't know where they are. I might have to go look for them during the first sprint. Hi, how is everybody? Happy hour. I have a margarita in a friend's glass. I left my house today to purchase margarita mix and tequila. So it was actually really nice out earlier. I was writing outside and then it started to rain, so I had to come back inside. It is nice out again, but I didn't know, like with sounds and light, how it would be if I tried to do this outside. So I'm at my desk. How is everyone? Hey Rebecca, thank you for coming to hang out. I am very excited to be writing. This week has been I found it difficult to I didn't write this week very much. Well, I probably wrote a couple thousand words through the work week, but I just found myself particularly not creative after work this week, but it's fine. It's the weekend. It's a beautiful day. I'm sorry, I'm just going to tilt my screen a little. And I'm ready to get some words written. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. I'm going to tweet that we are live. I know it's kind of a weird time, but I didn't want to cut into any sprints that might be going on later tonight, and this was kind of like spur of the moment. I need to get work done, so let's show my face on the internet to motivate myself to actually do some work. And it's really funny. I think there's only a few people here, and everybody's named Rebecca except for me, so this is fun. Hey Rebecca, all three of you. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Let me tweet. Let me know what you guys are working on today. I am working on Charlie Travesty. Need to get the next volume kind of put together. And while I'm getting my solo manuscript back from my copy editor at the end of the month. Well, the 24th, so that's basically the end of the month, and then I'll kind of just be focusing on that until it releases on June 15th. So but I want to get Charlie done before that, so I'm not like rushing after Wicked Delights releases to then come back and finish volume 6 of Charlie. What am I doing? I'm trying to do too many things at once. This happens to me all the time. I get sidetracked and I'm working on 50 million things. And then I wonder why nothing gets done. Okay. Maybe if I had YouTube up, then I could share it. Is anybody else having a cocktail for our happy hour sprint or a beverage of any kind? Let me know what you're drinking. Okay. It's going to show up on my end. And then this summer, I'm actually writing I'm diving into steamy contemporary romance under a pen name, which I'm super excited about. And I'm hoping to release 2, like a duet, this summer. So that's quite a big undertaking, but I'm excited about it. Okay, boom. Okay. Okay. I'm working on a story that I'm publishing on Wattpad this summer. Oh, that's fun. Um, nice. I should have water, but that isn't happening. Oh, girl, I feel you. I only had coffee today. I should maybe after I finish my margarita, I'll have a glass of water instead. What are you drinking from Starbucks? I always want to know what people's favorite Starbucks drinks are. I had a this afternoon. I had a what was it called? It's not my normal thing. Iced white mocha latte. And I get them half sweet because that's a lot of sugar. And I don't get it with whipped cream because I think like if I was gonna get the way the drink the if I was gonna get the drink the way they just automatically make it, I might as well just pour sugar down my throat. I would love a huge gin right now. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I am indulging, so cheers. Um Oh, okay, I gotcha. I know you can get like they call them like the frappuccinos and like the glass bottles. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Do we want to dive into a sprint and just get going? Let me know what you guys are feeling. I usually like to do at least 20-minute sprints. I find that anything shorter is kind of hard to really get in the groove of whatever you're working on, but I'm totally open. Let me know what you guys want, and we will do that. So let me know how long we want to go. I was about to look for my phone and then I realized I'm using it. It's gonna be an interesting writing sprint, you guys. Okay. I think 20 minutes is pretty solid. We'll put I can't do like a split screen with a timer because I'm using my phone, but I will put a banner across the bottom. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. All right, I've got the timer up. Let me do the banner super quick. Edit this one. Boom. All right, I think we're good. I will start that in a minute, and I'll see you guys back here with all of your awesome progress. Go write all the words, and I'll see you in 20 minutes. And I will mute myself so you don't have to listen to my music. Okay, time is up on our first 20-minute sprint. How did everybody do? I found my glasses. They weren't far. I just couldn't remember where I set them down. Turns out they were in my bag. So, good enough. I wrote 383 words, which is meh. It's fine. It's just the first sprint. So, oh, what am I doing? Just trying to get something done. And hopefully jumpstart or kickstart the motivation to write all the words. Rebecca H got, oh, that's me, 507 words. Awesome. Cool. 388. It's my mom hanging out. Hey mom, what's up? I hate StreamYard. It's so laggy with the comments. I do have the chat up on my computer as well. 200 and put the laundry away. Do you want to put mine away also? That is like, of all the adult things that you have to do around the house, that's probably the thing I hate the most, is putting away laundry. I don't mind doing it, but I would rather just live out of the basket than put the clothes away, which is awful. I know. But I mean, yeah, right? Like, and I'm just one person. I can't imagine people who do laundry for their families. Like, no. I feel like anytime I FaceTime my sister, she's putting away laundry or doing laundry. But she's got like a million kids, so that makes sense. But I don't enjoy it. Yes, been sitting in there for weeks, and naturally I did it to procrastinate words. Yep. Yeah, I've cleaned my whole apartment to procrastinate doing that, so I understand. And I'm pretty sure the last time I put away a whole bunch of clothes, I was procrastinating writing, so I mean, it's a theme. It's fine. I'm never not doing laundry. Yeah, it doesn't stop. I don't know, it's just like one of my least favorite things to do. I don't mind like cleaning and stuff. No, laundry is just only like putting it away. The rest of it I'm totally cool with. Do we want to roll right into another sprint? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm waiting for the comments to load on StreamYard. Because I agree. The other chore that never ends is cleaning the kitchen. I don't enjoy this either. But like I don't even have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher, so I feel like if I had a dishwasher, I wouldn't hate it so much. But I don't know. I've gotten like fine about it. Like I'll just put in my headphones and like listen to music or a YouTube video or whatever, but I don't know. Again, unless it's to procrastinate writing, it doesn't get done all that often. But yeah, adult things, right? We have to do them, but they're only not awful unless they're only not awful unless we're using them to procrastinate writing. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, right? Like, oh, man, whenever I buy a house, if the market ever isn't stupid, that's gonna be like a must have, is a dishwasher, and like one that actually works really well. Hi Maggie. Oh no, you're good. You're good. We're gonna hop into another one in a minute. So I'm glad you're here. We're just talking about laundry and dishes right now. So okay. how long do we want to go for? Do we want to do another 20? Do we want to jump up to 30 or maybe 25? How are we feeling? I don't care either way. I'm good with whatever. Also, my cat came and joined during that sprint. She's sleeping under my desk. I have like a pile of soft blankets that she has taken over, and she usually will lay under there while I'm working. I've been working from home a lot, so she kind of hangs out with me and then lets me know, as soon as she's hungry, which is like every hour on the hour, pretty much. So, okay, we've got 130, 125, and Rebecca's saying she can't go for longer than 20. So how about we try 25, which is the in between from 20 and 30, and then we'll just see what happens. Are we cool with that? Let's try that. So we'll go to the top of the hour. Sounds cool. We're gonna do it. So I'll see you guys back here in 25 minutes. I will put a banner up. Okay, time's up. I kind of lost track of time, that sprint. Um, oh, let me turn this off. Looks like one of the many Rebeccas had to pop away. How did everybody do? I'm just gonna figure that out on my end. Um, let's see. Math is hard. Okay, let me do this. That makes sense. Okay, I got 521 words. I was totaling what I had written for both sprints together. It's fine. We got it. It's cool. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. I am really, really excited. Only 1 month to go. It's crazy how quickly time flies when you're on deadline and a million things need to be done before a book comes out. But I'm very excited. And thank you for joining us. 867. Had to stop a few times because of writer's block. That's the worst. I having to like stop in the middle of a sprint to like refocus and kind of figure out like what's going on. I've been there plenty of times. Hi, Lysandra. 336. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, I am. So I'll tell you quickly what I'm doing right now. Because nobody asked, so I'm going to tell you anyways. So I'm co-writing this serial with my best friend Kelsey, and so I can't remember how we started doing it logistically, but now I'm writing in a Google Doc that she has access to, and she's writing her parts in Scrivener's, but we're both obviously going off the same outline, and we've like assigned each other scenes that we're working on. So I'm kind of just like, it's a little challenging to write a scene that follows a scene when you didn't write the previous scene and haven't read the previous scene, which is, it's fun. It's a fun challenge. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And right now, I'm working on a really pivotal scene between our main character and one of, I would consider him a main character because I love him. But it's very pivotal for their story arc together. Um, and I don't really know where it's going to go. Right now, they're just watching a like trashy reality show and eating Chinese food, and it needs to turn into like a actual like substantial conversation that they have, and I don't know about what yet, but it's hard because there are several scenes that come before this one, that I, like I said, I'm not writing and I haven't read, and they probably don't exist yet, so I'm kind of just going off of what I think the vibe is going to be. So, and then obviously, once, you know, all of Kelsey's scenes are written, then they'll go into this like master document, and then I'll be able to read through it as like one, I'll do a complete read through and just, and she does that as well. Like she'll edit my scenes and I'll edit her scenes, and then we'll put them together and edit them together. So then like make sure the flow works and all that. But yeah, it's an interesting challenge for sure. But we're having a lot of fun. Well, I shouldn't say we, I can't speak for someone else. But I'm having a lot of fun with this volume in particular. And if you guys missed it, we revealed the cover for the next volume, and it's actually up for pre-order. So if you want to go check it out, or if you haven't read the Charlie Travesty serial, it has 4 volumes out currently, so you can read those free in Kindle Unlimited or on Kindle, or you can buy like the bind up in hardcover or paperback, and then the next set of volumes is coming out this summer. And it started off as like a fun little thing we were doing because, last summer is kind of like when the world started to fall apart and we just wanted to have like something fun to do together. So that's kind of where that came from. And yeah, that was a tangent. You're welcome. Have to go make another coffee. I don't blame you. It's now 5 o'clock here. I'm about halfway through my first drink. I think I'll have a glass of water after I finish this one. Just gotta stay hydrated. And apparently coffee doesn't count as hydration. People keep trying to tell me this. I think it's lies, but whatever. I'm not a doctor. Okay. Do we want to dive into another sprint? How is everybody feeling? I'm good for whatever. If you guys want to maybe do another longer one or a couple shorter ones. What are you thinking? Okay, cool. All right, I'm thinking maybe like a 20-minute one, and then once we finish that, we'll see if we want to keep going or if we want to call it I was going to say a night, but it's really not. It's still, I guess it's evening here at least. But yeah, let's do 20 minutes and see where we can get with that. Let me pull up the timer. Okay, and I will get a banner. Okay, perfect. We'll start that in like 30 seconds or a minute, whenever it hits the 09 mark, and see you back here in 20 minutes. Write all the words, friends. And that is time on that sprint. How'd everybody do? I'm going to calculate words. This seems pretty dialogue heavy, so that works good for me. And then I'll just have to go in after and weave in some setting details and set the scene so it's not just some floating heads yelling at each other and then maybe doing other things. Okay, I have too many tabs open, which story of my life, and I'm sure y'all can relate. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, a little bit longer than 2 seconds. Okay. I got 392, which I'm still trying to figure out where the scene is going. So I think that's okay. All right, let's turn that banner off and go to the comments. I'm sorry, my life is a mess today. Girl, I feel you. I feel you so hard. I feel it's going. It's going. At least for me. What do you mean not great? That's okay. That's you and I have different opinions on that because I think that's really good. And when in doubt, my mom will be your hype woman. 580 this round. That's awesome. I wasn't gonna do another sprint because I looked up at one point and it was like, oh, there's one person watching, which was probably my mom. But there seems to be a few more people here now. I know it is a weird time. It's kind of like dinner time, so it's fine. I still need to write anyways, so it's not really a big deal if people are here or not, because I still need to be working. But I will have to go soon and make some dinner because if I don't eat and I just keep drinking margaritas, things are going to go downhill very quickly. So, yeah. Do you guys want to do another sprint? Do you want to talk about anything? What are you feeling like doing? Do we want to just all collectively throw our manuscripts into a fire? Are we at that point? Because I understand. I'm not there right now, but it will come. I think I don't have too much left to write for this volume. But then I'll have to go back through and add some stuff. Because I found over the last, I don't know, year and a half that I am definitely an underwriter. With my upcoming book, These Wicked Delights, I ended up writing like probably with all the words I cut and then the words I added, I probably tacked on like 15,000 words to it in like the week and a half scramble of revisions that I did before it went to my editor. But I think for like my first draft, they tend to be on the shorter side because I mean, I've heard other people say this, so it's certainly not me saying it. And I think some of you might agree with me that the first draft is basically us just like telling ourselves the story, and then the second, third, fourth, 10th, 20th draft is like us preparing the story for other people to read it, which definitely rings true for me. I think, especially because I'm not like a super detailed plotter, I do need that draft to really, figure out what the hell is going on with the story. But yeah. Yeah, this stresses me out. I don't know how I would even pick which one to work on. Because I struggle with that, and I only have like three ongoing projects right now that I'm actively working on. And then I guess like ideas always marinating. 20. I couldn't, how do you decide which one to like give attention to? That would stress me out so much. But also good that you have so many ideas up your sleeve. Lysandra's saying another 20-minute sprint. I am down for that. I totally can understand that, because just hearing about it has me like, what do I work on? Do I work on this? But then there's no progress on this. And so good for you for living with that. I don't know. Okay. Let's set up to do one more 20-minute sprint, and that will put us almost at the 2-hour mark. And I think that's probably good for now. I think there's sprints. I feel like there's always some sort of sprint going on YouTube these days. So if you guys are looking for more sprints to do after this ends, then feel free, or you can go back on my channel and rewatch past sprints that I've done either with Kelsey or by myself. And if that motivates you, I totally get that, because honestly, I probably wouldn't have written anything if I didn't have a live stream tonight. So cool. Yeah, I get that for sure. Totally makes sense. Okay. I will get a banner up. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Cool. And we'll start within the next minute, and I'll see you guys back here in 20 minutes. Go, write all the words. that is time, and I totally forgot to set a timer, so I'm glad I was looking. Okay, let me turn this banner off. I did not write many words that sprint, and I'll tell you why. You know how I was talking before about, having to like follow the outline, but having not read what happened in the previous scene because I'm not the one writing it? Yeah, well, I messed something up. So then I had to go back and edit that scene. So I probably cut more words than I wrote, but I ended it with 134 whole words. So, which brings my total for the day. Let's see. What do we got? My total for the day is 1,430, which is not great, but it's not awful. So it's better than I would have got without the sprints. Oh, it's Rebecca's first time sprinting. You know what? Sometimes I think it really depends for me. I don't watch a lot of them anymore. Well, like, it just depends on the day for me. Sometimes they're really effective and I can focus and they work great. And other days I just get distracted watching them. That's awesome. Way to go. Distracted 341 words. That's awesome. You guys did so good. We are just coming up on 2 hours now, and my eyes are telling me that I need to stop looking at a screen for a bit. So I think I'm going to call it and go make some dinner, and I'll probably end up working later this evening, but I think I'm going to work on a different project. I've made some decent headway with this one, so when you're juggling several projects with deadlines, self-imposed or otherwise, at least in my experience, it helps to spread around the productivity. I'm hoping to get to 5K by the end of the day. Oh, that's awesome! Go, go, go! You can do it. Oh, that's that's a choice. No, thank you. I have a special love for that series. Sorry, my light is pretty much dead. I have like a little ring light, but it's like a USB chargy one, and it's pretty much dead. So you're probably not getting great light. Yeah, that's my first baby series. But I have a lot of exciting projects that are coming out this year and next year. So, but thank you for rereading. I hope you enjoy it the second time around. How do you oh, Renee? Oh, thank you for asking. No, I was actually talking to my co-writer, co-author, Kelsey, about this yesterday. Because she and I both are crazy and like to work on multiple projects at a time. And I know a lot of other people do this too. So, and I was telling her about calendar blocking, which is not a new thing. I haven't been doing it for a while, but I used to do it. And you kind of just schedule out time blocks in your day of what you're going to be doing. And I find that really helped me stay on task. And it is even beneficial if you have multiple projects going. So you can say, like, say Saturday from 9 a.m. until noon, you're going to work on drafting project A, and then take a break from like maybe noon to 3 because you have, adult priorities, or you just want a break and want to watch Netflix. And then maybe you have like a little spurt in the afternoon of a couple hours that you're going to be doing marketing for project B. and then you have another break for dinner or kid stuff if you have kids, I don't know. And then in the evening, you have another block and you're outlining for Project C, like stuff like that, and just becoming very intentional of where you're spending your time. And I've found for me, in the last, especially in the last year, but I would even go so far as to say in the last 2 years, I've become very protective of my time to the point where it's probably annoying to some of my friends, but I mean, it's my life. So I just think it's really important to do that and, prioritize the things that you enjoy. Obviously, you have to prioritize your real life responsibilities. So if you have a job, if you have kids, a significant other, stuff like that, that has to be taken into consideration. But then, yeah, just look at where your time is going and choose what you're going to do with the time that you have. Does that help at all? I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm just sharing with you what I've done and my experience with that. But I don't know. Everybody's different. What works for some won't work for others. But that's kind of just what works for me. Hi, Desiree. We're actually just wrapping up. I'm sorry, but if you want to go back and watch the replay, we did 4 sprints, and yeah, or I'm sure there's going to be sprints going on elsewhere this evening because there's always sprints going on. Yeah. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, I also have 3 projects going on right now. So I really need to get back into calendar blocking, and I have several projects coming up this summer that I really need to start working on and kind of mapping out my schedule for the next quarter, I guess. I tried doing like the the Kanban board method, which like I didn't really like. For me, it was kind of more of like a make work project, but I wanted to try it because it looked cool, and I'm a very like task oriented and goal oriented person, so I thought that that it would be right up my alley, and like the aesthetic of it was cool, and I liked seeing all the like things that I had to do, but like just putting the board together and having to like update it every time, like because you move it from to do and then doing and then done, so you have to move it twice. And I was talking to one of my critique partners, Bethany, about this a few weeks ago now, and I just kind of came to the conclusion, and I think we were kind of in agreement that it's just easier to maybe make like a to-do list for the quarter and then break it down into like either monthly or even weekly or daily to-do lists. I actually have one that I'm working off of. I called it my get shit done list, which again is not something I made up, but because I am an Enneagram 3 and a type A personality, I find such satisfaction in crossing stuff off a list. Maybe that maybe that comes from, like growing up. Oh, I'm gonna expose my mom here for a second. Having lists of like chores that I had to do and like being able to cross that off. I don't know, but I enjoy being able to do that. To the to the point where now I'm going to expose myself, to the point where if I've done something but it wasn't on my to-do list, I will write it on the list just so I can cross it off, because it's the small victories, people. But yeah, it's can be difficult to organize all of the things going on, but it is doable and you can do it. I don't use a bullet journal. I am so envious of the people who have these beautiful spreads. I don't have the patience for it. I wish I did, because it is really nice to look at. I know, who is it? Sarah Sutton. She has a YouTube channel. I love seeing her bullet journal spreads on Instagram. I know Bethany Atazada also does them. And they're really cool. I can't even think of anyone else right now. But I love seeing them. I don't know that I have the creativity to like make them look cool. Plus, like, it's just again, it's like a make work project, and I'd rather focus my energy on something else. So a quick to-do list with literally just like a circle or a box to check off with the stuff I have to do, I'm off to the races. But no. Short answer, no. This has turned into an impromptu Q&A. I kind of love it. Any advice on dealing with judgments, like people putting mean comments? One time I have a novel Wattpad got. Yeah. I mean, this is not like an easy thing to deal with, but it is something that you're going to deal with throughout your career, whether you're publishing through Wattpad or you're publishing through Amazon or any like book retailer, or if you're pursuing traditional publishing. Rejection is a huge part of it. Bad reviews are a huge part of it. I don't know. Everybody is a little different, but for me, I've just come to a point where I can look at a bad review and, you know, pull constructive criticism from it, but also understand that what I wrote obviously wasn't for this person, and that doesn't mean that it was bad. It just means it wasn't for them, and that's kind of it. But I definitely understand that people can get like unnecessarily vicious in their critique or their reviews. But I'm not super familiar with Wattpad, but in terms of like book reviews, which I guess you could use this as an example for that as well, is just try to remember that like that review space is not for you. It's not meant for the author to go look at and read and see how people don't like their writing. I think it's super fun to read like the good reviews and even use them for like promotional material, but avoid those bad ones like the plague, which now that I've said that out loud is ironic considering what we're living through. But anyways, you'll get to a point, I think, where it's easier to just brush off. Of course, it's still going to be like, oh, that sucks. I poured my heart and soul into this and someone hates it. Like, just the nature of the beast, I think, with publishing. We're writing something, but the moment you publish it or like through whatever platform, it becomes not yours anymore, basically. It belongs to the readers at that point. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't read them is the simple answer. If it upsets you, and I mean, you have every right to be upset by someone saying mean things about your writing, because that sucks and that hurts. Just don't read it. I know that's like a really like that's all you got, don't read it, but that's like the simple answer. Yeah, I hope that helps. You're welcome. Okay, what else you guys got for me? Let me know if you have any more questions. Otherwise, I'm just gonna skedaddle. Let me close some tabs here because don't need 50 tabs open. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you for coming to Writing Sprint / Ask Me Anything. Okay, how long did it take to write Twisted Fate? Now I'm not sure. I wrote it in college, so maybe like a year. I don't know. It was a while ago. I'm trying to think if I would say around a year, give or take a few months. But yeah, I can write a book now in like a couple months, I would say. But yeah, back then I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, let's be honest, I still don't, but I've done it a couple more times, so I can do it a little faster. Whether or not I know what's happening is a different story. But and everybody is different in that respect. Like, it could take you 10 years to write one book. It could take you, there's some authors who can like crank a book out in a week, which is insane. Like, all they must do is sit down for those 7 days and write until their eyes cross. But I've heard about it. But yeah, and I mean, depending on how quickly I write, the editing process can still slow me down. Because like I said, I'm an underwriter, so a lot of my like revisions is beefing up the story and adding in important context and details and fleshing out certain plot points and stuff like that. But anyway, all right, last call for questions if you guys want to know anything. There's 6 people here apparently, so hi friends. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday afternoon/evening. I hope you got lots of work done and are feeling very productive and happy with yourselves about what you did accomplish. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to get this book done and move on. I mean, I love what I'm working on, but I always love thinking about what's coming next. Okay, I think that's good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'm sure I will do this again soon, with or without margaritas, because, well, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna go. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you later. Bye.